Hey sister! Sigma Kappa is creating a new resource with, drumroll please, the Enneagram. Now the Enneagram is a personality assessment that describes 9 different personality types. I love the Enneagram for so many reasons, but mostly because it's a great tool for personal growth and learning how to better care for others.
Hello and welcome to this week's Officer Hack. Today we will explore the new member processing status report on DevHub. This report is especially helpful when clearing outstanding business and discovering why a newly initiated member may not have the access she needs to some of Sigma Kappa's resources. The purpose of this report is to articulate why a new member has not transitioned from her MNew status to MCOL. Follow along as we access the report and review how to utilize it. To start, you'll need to log into Sigma Kappa's website. To access DevHub, you can either use the drop-down menu and select DevHub, or click on the profile icon and select DevHub from the panel on the left. Once you've gained access to DevHub, you will need to head to the Membership tab and select New Member Processing Status. When the page loads, you will see the name for every member who is still appearing as MNew. The 4 columns to the right indicate the requirements for a new member to fulfill before moving to her initiated collegiate status. Once these 4 categories are marked yes, the member will automatically roll over to MCOL.
Scrambled eggs are an essential for everybody to know how to make, and they seem so easy, but there's a couple of tricks that I think will help you make them even better every morning. I'm Gabriela Rodiles. I am a Sigma Kappa from the Beta Omicron chapter at Arizona State University, and I'm going to show you my simple way to make perfect scrambled eggs. So what we're going to start off with are just 2 eggs. You can use as many as you want. You can make them for a crowd. You can make them just for yourself. For me, I have 2 brown eggs here. I'm using large eggs. You guys might wonder if there is indeed a difference between brown and white eggs. To be honest, there's not. It's just, there's no taste difference at least, but the different shell color comes from what animal it came from. Sometimes they lay brown eggs, sometimes they lay white eggs, blue eggs, you never know. So they all taste the same. So I have 2 eggs here that I've cracked, and I'm going to use a fork to whip them up. I think a fork is way easier than a whisk. Whisks are so hard to clean, and for just 2 eggs, all you need is a fork. You'll notice that I cracked the eggs into a little deli container. These are so easy to whip eggs in. This is one of my tricks because you can hold it at an angle, you can grasp it nice and tightly, and you can use the fork and kind of beat against the sides to help really get a great fluffy whip in there. So we're gonna beat this pretty well until there is absolutely no separation between the whites and the yolks anymore. So let's beat really fast. Here we go. Use that arm. Okay, there. So I can still kind of see some separation of the whites. So I'm whisking really fast. In culinary school, I got in so much trouble for having any remnants of the whites not whisked into the yolks properly when we were making a French omelet, and so now I'm scarred. I can't leave any of them in there. This is the next trick. People always ask, do I add water? Do I add milk? Do I add heavy cream? What do I do? So for me, I always have water. I have it in my sink at all times or my fridge. So I'm just going to add a little splash. I like to add water because it helps keep the eggs really light and fluffy. However, if you like to have really rich and creamy eggs, you could always add a splash of milk or heavy cream, and that will really help add to the richness.
So I'm Trisha Hall, initiated member of our Gamma Gamma chapter at Indiana State University. And I call home Southwestern Indiana, Oaktown, Indiana. If you look it up on Wikipedia, I want to say the population is like 609.
Nice,
Okay.
nice,
Yeah.
good. I'm from a super small town too, so I love that. I love
Right.
that.
Most people are like, what? That's the size of my city block. And I'm like, what's a city block? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I come from a town that doesn't even have stoplights.
That's
So
where
I'm
I
like,
live.
yeah, I get it, Trisha. I feel you. University of Northern Colorado. I was initiated in fall 2017, and I call home Wiggins, Colorado. Super small town, like we talked about. My graduating class was 42 people, which is, small town. So coming to college, I would say I've experienced a lot of personal growth in a lot of different areas. So I'm very, very excited that we get to talk about personal growth today.